Hello, my name is Clark, and I am a gay, homosexual, faggotronic Mormon. Faggotronic is a word my little brother came up with, and it sounds technological but kind of fabulous, because we're on computers. That's how we're communicating in this moment. Hi, how are you? I have decided to post another video blog. Probably won't be as long as the prior ones, but I just wanted to share some of the correspondence that I have received. And I have to say, it's been really amazing to hear people's stories. People have been writing me and just pouring out their stories and their hearts and telling me, how they feel. And it's just been really awesome to have a sort of view into people's lives and what they're going through. And I've been very, very touched. I felt very, very personally blessed, but that is actually not the point. That is not the reason I'm here. The reason I'm here is to reach out to someone who might be sitting in their house feeling like there's no way for them to have a happy life, and who is sitting there wishing that there was some way that they could cease to exist. This is for them and for anyone else that feels connected to this message. It's a message of life, it's a message of hope, and it's a message of happiness above all. And I want anyone out there who is feeling like they just shouldn't exist anymore, and they're hoping that we don't have a life after this life because they want to be done existing. I just want to change your mind about that. I'd like to be part of this little shift in your consciousness and in my own. That is a change which will make us all feel more like there is something to live for, not only now, but in whatever follows this life. Whatever amazing things await us following this. And it's my personal belief that we will not just fade into oblivion, but that we have other journeys, and we have other lives to live, whatever those lives may entail. And so I was just actually having a conversation with my boyfriend about spirituality and about life after death and about God and all these things. And we've been together for about 2.5 years, but we've actually never really talked about what he believes about all of these different topics. And it was just really fascinating to me to sort of have this discussion with him, because I'm the kind of person that I learn a lot about what I think by discussing it. I don't actually sit there and formulate my thoughts without verbalizing them. That's just the way I've always been. And consequently, it made me really good at writing BS essays in English in high school. I was always good at just coming up with whatever, and convincing people that I had thought about it a lot beforehand. And my little brother, one of my other little brothers, always says to me, "You always seem like you really have thought about it." He's like, "But I've known you long enough to know that you've actually never thought about it beforehand. You're just making it up on the spot, but you're really good at that, so it sounds like you have." But I was talking to my boyfriend, and I said, he was like, "Well, you have no proof that there is a life after death." And I said, "Well, yeah, but there's an equal argument either way. No one really knows. I mean, people have come back from these near-death experiences and saying they've seen a pillar of light, a tube of light or light at the end of the tunnel. And then other people have said, I had a near-death experience and nothing happened to me at all. It was literally just blackness. I felt like I fell asleep for 2 hours and woke up." So you basically get to choose what you believe. And there's so many millions and billions and trillions of people who've wandered the earth, and this and potentially other earths, whatever you believe. But I just believe that you get to believe what you want. And so if you look at that dead in the eyes and say, I get to choose what I believe. I get to choose what I believe about myself. I get to choose what I believe about God. I get to choose what I believe about everything. So suddenly, that belief, which of course you can choose or choose not to believe, that you get to believe what you want, suddenly that belief empowers you to have the life that you want, because suddenly you're no longer a victim of truth that has been inculcated into your mind and spirit by others. And even with the best of intentions, I think sometimes people get stuck in believing things that aren't conducive to them having a happy life. And so when I look at myself and I look at my belief system, and also, I was discussing particularly with my boyfriend what his belief system is, and how it affects his worldview, his view of himself, his goals, it actually became very apparent to us both that it's truly of paramount importance to believe in things that make your life good and happy, and to really study those things which make your life unlivable, unhappy, and full of fear. If you believe something that's making you feel fearful, then it's just not conducive to believe in that. And the truth is, you don't know what's true. You can say that you've experienced this or you've experienced that, but no one's truth is more valid than the next person's truth. And that is something that I really personally have come to believe. And I have to say, it's one of the most empowering things I've ever decided to believe, chosen to believe. Because now I don't feel like I'm a victim of my beliefs anymore. I feel like I am a creator. And I really think that's why I'm here. So I'd just like to start with that. And hopefully that will clear the air in a way. I'm not here to piss people off. I'm not here to ruffle feathers. I'm really not. I'm honestly here to help people who feel marginalized to have a little better life, and particularly people who find themselves in the dangerous situation of wishing to die or contemplating suicide or wishing to cease to exist. That is my aim, that is my goal, and whatever you have chosen to believe, whether it concurs with anything that I believe or what I have said, I hope that you will be able to say, I am exercising my right as a human being to believe in the Catholic Church, in the Mormon Church, in the Jewish faith, in Islam, in Muhammad as a prophet, in Allah, in God. You get to choose, or in nothing, or in agnosticism. I don't know. That's your choice, and we all have those choices to make, and we all make those choices with the aim to try to live a better life, a productive life, hopefully a life that will bless the lives of others. But you can't tell anyone that your truth, which is not working for them and not making them happy, that is an infringement on a basic human and basic spiritual right. That, and I don't just say human because I believe this is a right that exists beyond the scope of our earthly life.